Hello everybody, welcome. It is me, John, and I'm back for another Transformers review. Very quick apologies. I am full of cold, bummed up nose, all that lovely jazz, sore throat. So, yeah, I don't sound particularly brilliant at the moment. But today's review is a long time coming. I've had this figure and I've literally just opened it right now for the sake of the review. I just haven't got around to it. A lot of the figures, there's not that many that are still in box. There's only a couple that I just haven't gotten around to review yet. And I thought, well, now's the time to unbox this particular figure. And without any further ado, I'm talking about Legacy Jhiaxus. Stay tuned for the review. Oh yes, people. Here we have Jhiaxus in his spaceship plane mode. I won't say spaceship, but I'd say more his jet mode. Yeah, it's a very interesting jet. I generally don't know what kind of jet he is trying to be. I assume it's Cybertronian jet. Or is like a mixture between a jet and a rocket. You know, it reminds me a little bit of Thunderbird 1, a little bit. You know, this front bit here where you've got like the way that the rocket kind of comes down, you've got the red tip. Kind of reminds me of kind of a little bit like Thunderbird 1, a little bit on this side. But yeah, it's an interesting, I'm assuming he's kind of more of a Cybertronian looking jet than an actual real jet. If anybody out there actually knows what this guy is actually modelled after in jet-wise, let me know, because I don't know all my jets. You know, I know about the Harrier jump jet, and I know about the F-15s and all that kind of stuff, like the Raptors and all that. I know about those kind of planes, but this one eludes me of what it is trying to be. But it is an interesting looking mode. It's quite clean looking on the top here. You know, it does look pretty darn convincing. But underneath, yeah, visible arm syndrome, which is kind of normal on plane formers. Plane formers are kind of, you know, always have either either the arms are under the wings or like this, kind of normal. I know this looks a bit stupid, but this is where I put, these are his weapons for robot mode. You can store them here. There's two holes, so you can put them there, or you can put one of the guns under the nose cone here as well, if you want. But I'm going to take those out. There's these guns, and I'll show you them closely in a moment. But yeah, so that's what he looks like without the guns attached, so it does look a little bit better. But yeah, it is a nice jet. I do like the colour combination. I've never heard of Jhiaxus before. This is actually my first time hearing about Jhiaxus because of the toy being released, part of the Legacy toy line. I don't believe he's been in anything besides the comics. I don't think he's been in anything Transformers media outside the comics, such as games or cartoons, animation or whatever. I believe this guy is literally just a character that was brought into the Transformers thing through the comic books, I believe. But I've never read anything with story-wise with him in it. Which I need to. I need to see what this guy's about, what this guy is all about, really. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. Very, very nice jet. So, without further ado, we've spoken too much about the jet. This review is going to be a complete disaster, because I'm not thinking straight at the moment. My mind's literally just full of cold and my nose and everything. So, do bear with me as I try to transform this back into robot mode. So let's do that now. First and foremost, the wings on the side of the jet, you unpeg like so, and they just come up to the side and fold. Well, just leave them there for now. And then come to the legs, just the back, just unpeg. Ooh. So split the legs. Now these legs do kind of fold in, so you just basically unfold them back. Yeah, I need to unpeg the feet, don't I? That's what I need to do first. Yeah, that's right. So the feet unpeg first, which then allows you to bring the whole leg down and marry together again, and then bring up the foot. That's the legs done. Okay, and then these wing things, they just kind of fold in to the leg like that. See if you can just see there. Well, I remember, I'll just put this back on, and then yeah, these unfold outwards as well, so they just kind of just linger there, the little green wings. Now what we do is bring, right, so we'll come to now, I think we need a 360 swivel. Yeah, the waist needs 360 swiveling, which I have just done. Now the arms unpost outwards, and then like that, go to the sides, and then they go up and in. Now what we do is unthingy the back, the nose cone bit, the front of the plane. That then allows you to fold that out, which is his shoulder mounted cannon thing. So that just goes to the side like that. So if you just see that red cannon thing, that comes out, and then you just fold in the nose cone and bring that down and in, and then just fold this backpack out again, and then you just bring out the head, and then bring two pieces together like that, reveals the face and head. Then you bring up the backpack, and that just marries in together like that, and then fold halfways if you wished the wings like that. And then the last thing to do is bring up the fist like that. Done. And there we go. Oh, excuse me. And there is Jhiaxus all transformed. He does look pretty the business. So just a nice little look-see at Jhiaxus's face and everything. He does look pretty cool. Some very interesting colour schemes. Colour scheme, colour combination. You know, with the yellows, the white, gold, yellowy colour. To my eye, it looks quite mustard looking. Like a mustard yellow. But I don't know if they're going for a slight gold tinge as well. And then you've got slight dark red of the cockpit glass there, which is in a couple of areas. And then you've got another red for the head, and then the gold again for the face. Green, an interesting lime green, or slime green, slime or lime, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so it's an interesting colour palette for a Transformer. To be honest, when I first saw the first released images for Jhiaxus, I wasn't too sure about getting the toy. Obviously, I'm not familiar with the figure with the character. I was like, nah, I think this might be a skip for me. But I've seen a lot of people reviewing it, and a lot of people saying, singing its praises as a toy. And I think, did I get this at TFN or did I get it elsewhere? I can't remember, because I remember when I came back from TFN, I did I went for a little drive to my local Smiths, And I think I might have got this guy from Smith's, actually. But yeah, he is a very nice figure indeed. I do like him now that I've got him and I've played with him and I've transformed him. The only thing I will say as a negative, I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. Oh, excuse me. The plastic quality on him isn't great, in my opinion. Why I say that is, like, I've got quite a few figures from the Legacy line, and the plastic feels a lot better. I don't know if it's because it's white plastic or what, but he does feel quite cheap in the hands, considering how much this figure costs, or did cost brand new, which is 20 odd quid. In some cases nearly 30 quid, because obviously this guy is a Voyager class figure. So he's not the cheapest of mass-produced toys for a Transformers line, and but the plastic quality does feel relatively cheap, in my opinion, to the feel, to the touch. However, the joints seem quite well done. You know, the stiff joints. But it's just very hollow. Even though there's not that much hollowness on him, he's pretty much complete plastic everywhere. So so there's no hollowness to see, but yet you can tell there won't be that much filling inside these plastic bits on the legs and that. So, but yeah. That's just something I wanted to say for the review's sake. I just think the plastic quality, it does feel a lot cheaper compared to some other figures that I've got in the line. So articulation, very good ball joint of the arm, swivel, elbow, fist with swivel, ball joint for the head, 360 swivel of the waist. The leg can come up to there, knee can bend to there, and you've got foot tilt and pivot as well, and swivel. So yeah, very good articulation. So let's bring in his weapons. I haven't shown those off yet. So he has this big red blaster, which just looks pretty generic, but at the same time does have an interesting design. So that's pretty cool. And then the second blaster, which is in like a clear, which is like a silver gunmetal grey plastic with a clear dark blue plastic, which does kind of give it a little pop, which is nice. And then, so these obviously will go in his hands, but like I said, there is posts as well, ports on the arms, so you can literally put these weapons anywhere you wanted if you wished. And there we have it. There's Jhiaxus with weapons as well. So very nice indeed. Very interesting figure. Glad I've got him now, considering I originally wasn't going to bother. But he is nice. He is a nice figure. Nice, you know, well proportioned. An interesting design. Colour palette for him, for the figure. Very nice indeed. So yeah, I'm going to go now. And thank you ever so much for watching this review. Sorry reviews have been so scarce. Christmas has just been... I've just been really busy with work throughout the festive season, festive period. We're now coming to the end of the year. I'm off work now until Monday. I'm back at work on Monday, the 2nd of January. So I've got this whole weekend off. So hopefully I might try and get a couple of videos out on Sunday this weekend. Well, I'm finally getting a review out, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back with more reviews as well. I've got quite a few figures that I've yet to review. But yeah, thank you, and hopefully I can get rid of this damn cold, because there's nothing worse than watching a video of somebody when they are bunged up and all you can hear is their nasal noises, which is not nice to listen to. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more videos and more vlogs as well on my John Knows Vlogs channel. So, see you soon. Bye-bye.